Hi everyone, it's me Nathan. So today I just wanted to talk about 2020. Reason I'm moving is because I'm actually outside, just taking a walk. I'm just outside walking for like 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes just to get some fresh air, but I thought I'd make this video about 2020 politics, news, media, biased news and sorry, my accent sucks. Biased news and some other stuff in 2020 that's not very good. I'm just outside walking, but anyways, I thought I'd first start off with talking about 2020. So it's been crazy this year. I mean, no surprise. I mean, unless you've been living under a rock, I'm really sure everyone knows what's going on, which that probably shouldn't even be a question, because I'm really sure everyone knows what's going on. But if for whatever reason you don't know what's going on, I'm sorry, but I thought I'd first start off with talking about 2020 this year. And so far, I mean, it's not really good. It's terrible so far. And coronavirus is one thing. The coronavirus is one thing, but personally, I don't really mind being in my house But personally, I don't really even mind staying inside my house all day. It's really not even, because that's what I do most of the time anyways, so I'm not really that worried about it. But I'm just worried that, what about next year? What about if next year's somehow even worse than 2020, or the rest of the decade's just a complete dumpster fire? Which, I mean, I won't be surprised, because even before the coronavirus, even before all this stuff started happening, I wasn't even really that surprised. But because stuff like this, because you gotta keep in mind, it's life. Anything can happen. But I'd also think that, for me, just because I just sit in my house all day, so I'm not even sure if what I'm about ready to say, maybe for the next like 5 or 10 minutes, is even gonna be true, or I just have no idea, or I'm just terribly informed about stuff going on. So hopefully this video is not that bad, because if it is, I'm sorry, but I really don't know. Like, I've been stressed about this for like the past like 2 months, which I probably shouldn't even be stressing over it, because it's not really, because I'm not where the problem is right now. But, well, coronavirus, I'm here where the problem is, but not everything else, like riots happening, election fraud, which I'm not sure if that's actually true, but like I said, I like to question everything. Like seriously, I try not to make so many bad mistakes that I want to try not to believe the media all the time, or the news, because I'm not sure they're telling the truth. And looking at everything else on the internet right now, and YouTube and every other site, I think it's clear to say that for the people that call riots protest, and the news and most news outlets calling riots protest, even though they're not. That's something that gets me. And what's sad is that even my grandma falls in. And what's sad is that even some other people I know even some other people in my family fall into it. And for me, that's not a very good sign at all. And the problem is that I don't know who to trust anymore. I don't know if I trust the Democrats. I don't know if I trust conservative. I don't know if I trust liberals, conservatives, libertarians. I don't know who to trust. And I'm just trying to stand like a middle ground right now, because I'm not sure what's right. I'm not sure what's wrong. I don't know. But what I do know is that for political stuff for political stuff with politicians, other stuff happening with politicians, and events that are actually happening there, and the news just doesn't even report the full story. They just report part of it about what they want to talk about. That's not good for me. That's not a good sign for me. And I don't know where to get my information from because I'm not stupid. And I can't trust the news, which And I can't trust most news outlets, and I can't even trust most news outlets anymore. But I just want to know if I'm right or wrong, because I want to try not to be wrong and then start going out saying that this is right even though it's not. And then after I figure it out, it is what I've been saying all this time is wrong. I'm gonna look like a big idiot, which personally I'll probably get over it eventually. But still, you know that history comes back after. Like, I have a bunch of goals in my life, or at least I want to try to, but I'm not sure if I'll ever get to them, which hopefully that doesn't happen, but you never know, stuff happens. And I'm already 5 minutes into this video. For politics, there's a big problem with politics I have. It's that, so far what I'm seeing on the news, the internet, every social media sites like Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and even the media and even stuff like the Associated Press, which is considered fact reporting news, doesn't seem to get the full story either, unless I'm too brainwashed by everyone else, and I just don't know what's right or wrong anymore, which that isn't good. And like, even the Associated Press, I'm not sure if I can trust them anymore, even though they say they're a credible source. But so far, when I go up and look at like stuff that's happening in Portland, Philadelphia, other stuff that's been happening for these past couple of months, so far everything I'm seeing on there is just wrong. And the thing with politicians is that they only talk about what they want to talk about. If they don't want to talk about something they don't want to talk about, then they're not going to talk about it. Even if it is a big issue, they're just going to wipe it off. They're just going to wipe it off like it's nothing. Especially if it's a big problem. Like for Joe Biden example, he says from what I'm getting from all this, he says that he wants to go out and ban AR-15s, which he calls assault weapons or assault rifles, which thing is, from me looking into this, AR-15s aren't even assault rifles. They're not. Or assault weapons. They're sporting rifles. They're semi-automatic. So I'm not sure where he's getting this from. Probably from his fellow Democrats or something. And there's a plane flying above me that's about ready to drop a bomb or something. But, see, look, that's... let me take a minute. But, okay, anyways, sorry, I'm running out of breath because it's actually pretty cold out here and a little wind and pretty windy out here, so I'm probably gonna end up finishing the rest of this video inside. Or make a part 2, I don't know. Sorry. But yeah, the thing with Joe Biden, like, he says he wants to ban AR-15s. But the thing is from me seeing into this, I'm not sure if I'm brainwashed either, but hopefully I'm not. Because lo and behold, I'll probably end up figuring out someday, and I'll be looking like a big idiot. But like I said, I really don't care if I look like an idiot. At least I know what I'm trying to do, or at least, actually, now that I said that, it's probably not even true either. See, I can't even trust myself, and I blame myself for it too. But anyways, back to Joe Biden. I don't even know what I'm talking about. This video isn't scripted, so it's just me talking from my mind. But I'm probably gonna end up ending the video in the next couple of minutes, but I'll probably make a part 2 eventually, maybe sometime later today, in my room. But for Joe Biden, like, he says he wants to ban AR-15s, like I said like a billion times already, and he calls them assault weapons or assault rifles. But the thing is that AR-15s aren't assault rifles. They look like ones. The AR-15 looks like an assault rifle, but it isn't. The reason why is because it doesn't have select fire capabilities. It only has safe. It only has the safe position. It only has the safe position, and then the fire position, and then the fire select, and then the fire and then fire. You only have safe and fire. That's the only 2 settings you can switch it to. So semi-automatic means, if you don't know it already, you have to pull the trigger each time the fire is shot. A fully automatic, you just pull the trigger once and it keeps firing until either you let go of it or the magazine runs out of ammo and you have to reload. And like, maybe I'm the only smart person, or well, I probably shouldn't even say that because I'm not smart. I'm just saying what I know. Like, I'm not trying to call myself smart or anything, because I don't think I am smarter than the average person at all. But I'm just saying what I try to figure out on my own, but unfortunately, either I'm too stupid to find it, or that's just how the news and everything else is. And so yeah, if you guys didn't know already, AR-15s are not assault rifles. No, they aren't. They look like ones, but they're not. And for Joe Biden to go out and say that he wants to ban them, even though when it comes to guns for Joe Biden, so far what I'm seeing is that he's extremely dumb when it comes to guns. Not saying he's a terribly bad person, but you know what? I don't even know. Like, I'm not for either Trump or Biden right now. And like, at least Trump care. Okay, you know what? Never mind. Scratch that. But yeah, I just don't agree with. I heavily disagree with what Biden's trying to do with guns. And I'm not even sure if I can trust him. I mean, like, he seems like an okay person, but thing is, they can look like an okay person, but in reality, they're not. But you know what? I really don't even have much of a choice right now. But anyways, I'll go ahead and make a part 2 later on. So I'll see you guys later.